What is going on, guys? My name is Oxide, and you guys are probably wondering why you're not hearing Stazima's beautiful voice at the moment. Well, that's because Stazima has been kind enough to let me fill in for him for the Halo side of his channel. Have no worries, Stazima will be continuing all his single player stuff and walkthroughs, so be not afraid. I will be here to help you guys. And hopefully I can make this as smooth a transition as possible. I'm only here for a couple of videos if you guys don't like me, but if you guys do like me, you guys probably will be hearing my voice a lot more often, which is a good thing. But on that note, I just want to say thank you to Sazima for letting me do this. When you're a small channel, it's super tough to get attention, and this is really great. And, I'm going to have a fun time just giving you guys some nice content. So what you guys are watching right now is some gameplay I got yesterday. This is after the title updates. I wanted to get some Carbine gameplay in, see if it was good at all. I believe my final score is 24-3, so not as high scoring as it usually is, but it is pretty exciting gameplay. A lot of kills, a lot of action going on. And I decided that you guys would probably appreciate that more than just like another one of those random rampage videos, where the guy's camping the entire time. But if you guys enjoy that, have no worries. Again, I will be posting some more content like that. I usually try to get at least a rampage in my videos, but this one was just particularly entertaining. Not entirely due to the fact that I'm using the Carbine, which is admittedly not a super good weapon, but it got that buff in the title update, which is good. It's a lot more effective now. The DMR doesn't really dominate everything. But you guys have already heard all about that, so let's get to the main point of this video, which is me, right? Obviously. I'm just kidding. I just want to give you guys some introductions. My name is Oxide, as I already said. Most people call me Adrian, that is my friends. It's Adrian spelled with an E because I'm French, actually. My parents were born in France. I was actually born in the United States, but I grew up speaking French and speaking the language fluently and going there pretty often. When I was young, I used to actually forget how to speak English a whole bunch. So apparently my sister's friends would come over all the time and I would speak to them in French and they would have no idea what I was saying. But, whatever. I was a kid. Some people say I have an accent. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't think I have one personally, but some people say I say stuff weird. So perhaps, I don't know. I guess you guys will get to judge that for yourselves. But outside of video games, I am pretty athletic. I try to run a mile every day. I used to play a lot of soccer, but not anymore. I can't really with school and everything. But I play a lot of music. I'm a trumpet player as well as a piano player. That is one of the big things I'm into. But you guys want to hear about some Halo, right? So I'll tell you how I got into Halo in the first place. Excuse me. I started playing Halo PC a lot when I was younger. I got really good, and eventually I got into the modding community because Halo PC is super easy to mod. It's pretty crazy. So I started modding a lot, right? And all my friends had their Xboxes, and the Xbox 360s were coming out, right? So I went over to my friend's house one day and started playing some Halo 3, and it was like, oh my gosh, Halo PC is just so bare, I can never go back to it. So I used to go over to his house all the time and play some Halo 3 against him and his brother, and everybody was saying, wow, Adrian, you're just so good, you're just naturally talented at this game, you don't even have an Xbox, and you're still tearing it up. And I actually wasn't, I was pretty mediocre to be honest, but I've built up my skills a lot over the year. For video games, I play mostly Halo, obviously, but the game I'm best at is Crysis. I'm actually ranked in the top 10 in the world for Crysis 3. That is for KD. I have a KD of 7. I'm not like throwing my stats out there to brag or anything. I'm just saying that is my game. But I prefer Halo mostly just because I've been into it for a really long time. And that is why I make Halo commentaries, not Crysis commentaries. And I hope you guys are appreciative of this because I have not told my own subscribers at all of my origins. So you guys are in for some confidential information, I promise you guys. But now that we have that out of the way, I want to talk to you guys about the Xbox One and all that drama going on. I'm going to tell you guys, I totally called it. I knew that Microsoft, from the moment that Sony announced that they were not going to have used game policies, I knew that Microsoft was going to go back on that word. That was just too obvious. And thank goodness they did, because there's all that used game stuff, of course, but also the life of a commentator, let me tell you guys, is not super easy. You need to find stuff to talk about. And following E3, there's usually like this massive void of information, because so much stuff happens during E3 that once all that stuff is used up, it just feels like there's nothing left to talk about. And now that that DRM announcement was made, I feel like the Xbox One has a chance now. I personally am a bit of a Microsoft fanboy, so of course I'm going to get the Xbox One. But at the same time, I am a student, so I am pretty cheap, and that $100 gap in price difference between the PS4 and the Xbox 360 is definitely something I'm looking at. But besides that, guys, there's not very much stacked in Sony's favor. Microsoft has got all the money to spend on getting those exclusives like Titanfall, which I'm not sure if you guys play any COD type games, but it looks pretty sweet to me. This is embarrassing. I'm gonna ask you guys to please erase that from your memory, because that was embarrassing. But back to Xbox, Xbox has got all those exclusives, and from what I've heard, the hardware on both systems is pretty much the same. I remember when the PlayStation 3 came out and the Xbox 360 came out, everybody was saying that the PlayStation 3 had better hardware, but that it was harder to program on, and for game developers, that's a pretty big thing. They're much more likely to create an exclusive for an Xbox 360 than they are for a PlayStation 3, and that is true to this day. Got some nice no-scopes with the beam rifle because it's the easiest thing in the world. And I want to talk to you guys about the Kinect sensor. Alright guys, I understand that it's stupid and nobody really wants it. Personally, I don't want to spend $100 extra for it because it's basically just like a camera that I never use. It's like having a Wii. Nobody really cares about Nintendo anymore. If you like Nintendo, no offense, I totally understand that. See, that side of the argument I understand, but what I don't understand is the whole privacy thing about it. I mean, sure, it's creepy that you have a camera that's always looking at you and stuff, but guys, think about this. Everybody has a cell phone, right? And you're basically carrying a microphone and a camera in your pocket at all times. How can you not freak out about that with the whole NSA stuff, but not freak out about a living room camera that's only looking at you when you're like a zombie? Okay? Like, I don't really care if people are looking at me when I've got like dead eyes staring at a TV screen for 2 hours in a row. I mean, if it's in your living room, if you're scared about that, just move it, put it like in a closet. Copyright TM, guys, that's my new thing, a closet TV. If you ever do that, you have to pay me. Send me bags of money. But there you go, guys. That is my rant on the Kinect. It's not really influencing my decision very much. It's a cool gadget, not really very much. I could play some Kinect baseball just like this. Surprise, son! I don't really use plasma grenades very much. I've got like 15 kills with them, I think, something like that. Message to 343: get rid of plasma grenades in loadouts at least, cause they're stupid. I hate it when people panic stick. That's like one of my pet peeves about Halo 4. I would have so many sweet streaks. So many more of them at least, if it wasn't for that. But guys, this commentary is wrapping up. Make sure to tell me in the comment section what you think. If you guys really did like it, feel free to check out my channel. It is youtube.com/ostrich and Oxide. I'm not trying to pimp it out, but if you guys want to, go ahead and subscribe to it. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you to Sazima for letting me do this, and if you guys did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to his channel because he's pretty great. My name is Oxide. I'll see you guys later.